say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Virginia's offense will have first crack at this one. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. The Cavaliers get enough for the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise.
Wide open spaces. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
A little screen to the running back. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the BYU Cougars offense has its first opportunity of the day. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves.
Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
What a man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Trying to set up the screen. Runs for the tackle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the ground with the back. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He's got him. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continue to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to.
Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play-action fake. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Cavaliers get enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's knocked. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And how many first downs is that, guys, on this drive alone? This defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Intercepted deep in his own end. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He'll go to the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Knox. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's loose. Touchdown, Cougar! The defense putting points on the board.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
hits the uprights on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give is to Taylor. Creates a little space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Cavaliers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Going deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get... Turning it on! And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Well, Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo.
And the Cavaliers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little... and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The give to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff to the single running back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
The Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
The Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And that one will put them up here in the second half. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't get him to the ground. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Takes a hit as he fires. And is incomplete on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
That's caught. It's Phillips. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Makes the catch. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. BYU with the 1st and 10. The give on the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, how about the the offense setting that play up. We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Powers through the defender. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Now on the move. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's now 3rd and goal.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The short hands. It's Billups. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He's in open space downfield. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Reed. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man covered. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And the Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Cavaliers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's right down the boulevard. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air. It's St. Clair. Grabbed in the middle. It's Phillips. Looks as if BYU will have have a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Got to get to the line, get it settled, get the clock stopped for the potential game-tying field goal.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got his man on the right.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Final minute of play. Guys, it's all tied up. Stage is set for some serious drama. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up.
Looking to take a shot. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Looking for more room. And with that turnover, time has expired here in the fourth quarter, but there is more football ahead. Overtime is coming. Of OT. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Handoff from the gun. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Let's go!
From the gun, he leads him with the back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, they just couldn't find the hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just two.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fang and make tackles? Nice job by that player.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.